Good morning, agents. Road Warrior here. I am up at dawn here in Emporia, Kansas. Munchkin's here. He's a little sad because nobody said hi to him in the comments. You should do that right now. Speaking of, before we get into the video, there's also a link in the description to my Patreon page. Let me just turn off the heater here. That's very loud. There we go. There's a link in the description to my Patreon page where you can support me financially for $5 per month. It's my only source of income right now, and I could really use the help. Make sure that I can do stuff like this in the future, go to anomalies, make big fields, all that stuff. So it'd be very helpful if you could do that. As I cuddle my cat, let's go over today. So we're starting in Emporia, Kansas, as I said earlier. We're going to Ponca City, Oklahoma. So getting into another state, which is exciting. I don't know that I've ever visited Oklahoma like at all before. So that'll be interesting to do. And yeah, I kind of have a plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but my initial plan was to hunt uniques in Emporia and Wichita on the way to Ponca City. But I think I have an opportunity to throw a field, so I think I might do that instead. I'm gonna kind of reevaluate as I go. I'm gonna look at intel, at every stop I make. But I think I can do this. So that's the idea for today. And if things go south, then I can still hunt uniques in Wichita. But I think I probably don't have time to do so if I want to get this field up before checkpoint. So that's going to be key. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was there was a small tragedy yesterday as I was in Kansas City and I dropped my resistance-themed mug with various resonators and XMP bursters all over it. It was a really cool mug, and I'm sad that it broke, but I stopped off to go shopping last night, and I got this, which is the best mug I could find, which is honestly kind of disappointing. But I don't know. I guess it'll have to do for now until I can get a replacement for that resistance-themed mug. Yeah, other than that, everything seems to be going hunky-dory. It was a little cold this morning. I woke up and I was like, wow, the heater is not doing its job. And as you heard, it went off a little bit earlier in the video here. Seems pretty comfortable in here now, but it's definitely a frigid walk to the showers this morning. Hopefully it warms up the rest of the day. I'm not sure if there's like some kind of cold snap here, but I can only imagine what it feels like in Minnesota right now. I don't envy the folks who are still up there. And yeah, we're definitely getting into warmer climes now, so I'm happy about that. And I think that's all I have for you this morning. I'm going to get around to making some more tea, some breakfast, preparing for the day, and I'm going to get on the road hopefully by 7:30, and we'll see where the day takes us. I'll catch up with you in a bit, agents. All right, agents. I'm out here on this frigid morning at Emporia State University where there's this beautiful little pond here. Oh my gosh, there's ducks. Hold on. There's ducks. I didn't even see them when I started recording. Love ducks. Doing pretty good. I've got 98 uniques so far. I'm going to keep going a little bit, but I wanted to show you this little picturesque pond. I think it's very nice. I did go over that bridge that's in the middle, but I forgot to record. It's traditional Road Warrior content, a bridge over some body of water. But alas, here we are. I'm gonna get back to it and get back to the link weaver and hit the road shortly. My next stop is like a rest stop just outside of Emporia, so I'm not going very far before you see me again. So I will come back to you shortly. Stay tuned. Hi, agents. Still at Emporia State University, and this has nothing to do with Ingress, but I just went down this hill on this scooter, and I went 31 miles an hour. That's a new personal best. I don't know if that's safe. I know it's not, because I'm not wearing a helmet, but it was fun. Anyways, I'm at about 116 uniques. I'm gonna keep going and I'll see you back at the Link Weaver. All right, agents, I'm back in the Link Weaver and in my brand new uniques notebook, which is a composition notebook. We got 127 here in Emporia, which brings us to 665 for the trip. It's a shame I couldn't get one more, but so it goes. Now I'm gonna get back on the road and I'll come back to you from my next stop, which should be like a picnic area, rest stop type of thing off of 35, just outside of Emporia. I'll see you there. All right, agents, I'm here at a scenic overlook just off the freeway. You can see here, vast expanse of prairie. There's not really anything to look at, it's just grass. But this is where the portal was, so I stopped here, grabbed 14 keys, which should be enough for the field I'm planning, and a few extra for recharging and opportunistic fields if I get them. But yeah, we're looking good so far. Next stop should be, I think Andover is maybe the name of it. I know it was a name that I recognized from Minnesota, so I think it's Andover, but it's just outside of Wichita, and I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but I will see you when I do arrive there. We're going to throw a base link, and we're going to hack some more keys to another anchor. Should be a good time. And this is your mid-video reminder to say hi to Munchkin in the comments. He'll be sad if you don't. I'll see you at the next stop, agents. All right, agents, I'm here in Andover, Kansas. I think I'm allergic to Andover, so I'm glad that I'm about to start heading out of here. Did a quick little bit of planning. It's about an hour and a half if I do a straight shot from here to my last anchors. I have a lot to do between here and there, but I have 4.5 hours to throw these fields before checkpoint. So that's 3 hours potentially of whatever else I need to do, which is fine, but like I'm giving myself too much time as usual. So I think that's okay. And I think I'm just gonna get going and throw these fields as soon as I can. But it may mean that it's not up for checkpoint, and that's okay. But whatever. Yeah, my sinuses are really bothering me, though. I am not a fan right now of whatever's happening. There must be some kind of pollen in the air. Can't do it. So now that I've got keys to this, my next stop is a blocker that is between here and my first anchor. So I'm going to hit the road, get over there, and take down a green link. And I will see you when I get there. All right, agents, I'm here in Rock, Kansas, which is a very small town. Just knocked out the single blocker that I saw. Hopefully there are no other blockers that are like smaller links, but I think this is probably the one. It's about 25 minutes to my first anchor, so I'm gonna hit the road and get over there, and hopefully I'll get there in time to throw my first fields before any other blockers show up. At least that's the plan. It's about 11 now, so hopefully nobody's on their lunch break and can respond to this, but it's Sunday, so there's no need for anybody to be on a lunch break for that. I don't know. Hopefully this works out. I better get going before somebody throws a blocker. See you in a bit, agents. All right, agents. I just took a walk through Burden, Kansas, and through 3 layers of the fields that I'm trying to throw. 22,000 each, so 66,000 so far. It's a good MU, especially since I think the region or the cell score right now is somewhere around 20,000. So we are more than quadrupling that, I think. And there's more to come. So I'm gonna get on the road to my next stop and see if I can't up that score a little bit. See what the numbers look like when I get a little further out. I'll come back to you shortly with a little bit more. All right, agents, I'm now in Granola here where the abandoned farm supply building is. Oh, there's a puppy coming over to see me. Hello, who are you? It's a puppy. This is the third friendly dog I've met in this town. Anyways, I'm in Granola, Oklahoma. Just threw another layer here for 26,000, which brought me up to a total of 130,000. I had gotten 2 layers of 24,000 each in Dexter, Kansas, which brought me to 106 or 104, so now I'm up to 130. Dexter, Kansas, by the way, is, at least according to their sign, the place where helium was discovered, so that was interesting. And Granola doesn't appear to have much of a sign, but that's okay. Home of friendly dogs, at the very least. I do have 3 more layers planned for Shidler in Oklahoma, which is just a few minutes south here, but I figured I'd stop because I couldn't find a place to stop in Dexter, and I need to make lunch. So that is the plan for now, and maybe I get some pets from this dog as well. But yeah, that's all I've got for now. I'll see you in Shidler in a little bit here. All right, agents. I'm here just south of Shidler, Oklahoma, where their welcome sign is. And this is the portal I threw my last layer from. The 2 layers that were in town were like 27,500 each. So that was 55,000. And then this last one was 29,000. So that brings us up to 84,000 more, which is total 214,000 MU thrown in this field set. I have to say, I feel accomplished. I feel like that was a good use of my day, absolutely. And honestly, I made pretty good time. It is now 1 p.m. and honestly, I'm really close to my campground, so I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with time today. I'm going to, so I scarfed down a sandwich on the road to Shidler. I'm gonna get myself some tea and some water because I'm also very thirsty, and have a little snack on the way to Ponca City, which is our last stop today. I don't think I'm going to hunt for any uniques or anything. I'm just going to kind of cruise into town, set up the campsite, and call it a day. Because, yeah, this feels good. And here is what the fields look like on the Intel map. Hopefully that worked out. And, yeah, really appreciate all y'all watching this. This has been a lot of fun to put together, so hopefully we can do more of this in the days to come. But for now, I'm gonna head back in and set up some tea and some water and get back on the road. I'll see you at the campsite. All right, agents. I'm here at Big Chief RV Park in Ponca City, Oklahoma, where I have just set up. It was a bit comical. The office is actually closed on Sundays. Thankfully, the owners came by and were like, "Can we help you?" It's possible I never even made a reservation here. It's possible that they simply are letting me stay here for free, which is very kind of them. Because yeah, their reservation system is all screwed up, and they just transferred owners back in June, so it's nice of them to let me stay. My sinuses are still messed up. It's been a couple days of this, and I don't like it. I'm running out of Kleenex. So hopefully I can stay horizontal for a while and let my sinuses rest, because yeah, it's not fun. I'm hoping that I can come back to you with a final update for today after checkpoint, where I can see what the effect of my fields might have been. But right now it's looking pretty good. I'll go through the numbers with you in a bit, but it's still up as of right now, so that is very positive. And if it does stay up all the way to checkpoint, then we're going to be, significantly affecting the score of a couple of cells, so I'm happy with that. Also, real quick thanks to D-Tiger, who is the person who got me the screenshot, here it is again, of the fields after they all went up. It was very useful to have that, and that is somebody from the Twin Cities area, so it's always good to have my own locals help out with an op. So, That's all I have for now. I'll come back to you in just under an hour after checkpoint, and I'll tell you what the situation is with the field. See you then. All right, agents. It is now 3 p.m., which means it's past checkpoint, and I've just checked. All of the fields are up for checkpoint, which is crazy. That's 214,000 MU that were not here before, and it's right at the beginning of a cycle, so we are helping out the score quite a bit. In AM02 Golf 08, where I am now, doesn't help the score all that much actually, because only a little part of the fields are here, and also there's a big field that already is contributing a whole lot to the score that has already been there. However, we did do a lot to help AM02 Golf 13, where the score has shot up from about 20,000 for res to about 100,000 for res. So here's before for each of the two cells, and here is after for each of the two cells. So things are looking up in these two cells. I am very happy with that. In the course of throwing those fields, I got about 10 more uniques. Brings us to 137 on the day, including the 127 I got in Emporia, which brings us to 675 total for the trip thus far. I also note that I crossed 700 miles on the odometer today in the RV. I reset about 100 miles into this trip, so I'm actually at about 800 miles for the trip, but it only shows 700 on the odometer. So things are looking good. I also only have about 25 links to go on my spiderweb challenge, so that's maybe something I could focus on tomorrow if I'm like hunting uniques and I see an opportunity, or maybe I find another opportunity for some fields. Who knows? All in all, very successful day. Very glad I did it. And yeah, let's keep doing this, because that was a lot of fun. End of the video reminders. Click the like button, the subscribe button. Say hi to Munchkin in the comments. He's over somewhere else. He wants to be alone for a minute, but I can't blame him because I'm all sniffly and sneezy, so that makes perfect sense. Check the links in the description. There's one to my gaming channel where I do longer form content on different video games, not just Ingress. And then there's a link to my Patreon where you can support me financially for $5 a month. Works out to about 17 cents per daily video, so it's pretty good value for money. People who are supporting me over there right now are BigBadaBoom, Minnesota Resistance, Teri Lynn, and Chuum. So thank you all for your support. And with that, I think we will call it a video, and I'm going to go get some rest and hopefully get rid of this sinus thing that's happening, because I don't like it. And I will come back to you tomorrow with another video. Thank you all once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.